Welcome to today's Coffee Talk. As we do every week on Friday, we talk for 8 minutes. And usually I'm here now talking with Margrét, who is not here today, but we have a special guest. So my name is Henrike von Platen. I've actually changed the habit today, and there is no coffee. There's an orange juice. It's always good to be flexible in life. And I salute to Vidir. Please, Vidir, introduce yourself shortly for our listeners.
Okay, thank you, Henrike. Well, I am Vidir Ragnarsson. I am head of consulting for PayAnalytics. Formerly, I was head of diversity and inclusion and people analytics at Reykjavík Energy, and helped and worked. Actually, that was part of my job description of you have the assignment of closing the gender pay gap, which we did. And now I'm sitting in Berlin. And usually in Iceland, but at the moment in Berlin.
The funny thing is I see you and I see my office because you're sitting in my office. You can see the FBI behind it. It's really, It feels good. It feels very good. And when we met, you were working at Reykjavík Energy. And I remember how you told the story about how that worked. And lots of people know it already. We've been talking about that for quite some time. But today I have another question for you and for the audience, because I know that you took part and know very much about a study that was just done in Iceland. And I would like to give you to us sort of maybe a short overview of what's inside, and maybe I come up with a question or two on the specifics and what we can learn from Iceland, even more than what we've been learning already.
Yeah, okay, so I am part of the Icelandic people Association for People Management. They are also part of the European one, but I'm working with the Icelandic one. And we did a survey on a lot of HR related topics within our memberships and with the companies that are taking part. And these are, well, it's most of the companies, big companies in Iceland, and over 300 companies that this survey was sent to. And we got acceptable answer rate. We were asking about a lot of things. And now we have in Iceland, we have an experience of the equal pay certificate for the biggest companies for over 3 or 4 years. So we have some results on that. And we asked specifically on that. So we asked what was the unadjusted gender pay gap in your company in the year 2020. And the companies are quite willing to share that with us. So, and I was very happy with the results actually, because on that we saw that it was the minimum number, or minimum, in my case, it is the maximum number, because in favor of women from 4.2%, and then the highest one was 22% in favor of men. It might be a misunderstanding of the unadjusted or the adjusted, but these were the results. But what I found the most interesting was the half of the companies was between 0.5% and 1.9%. So wow. 0.5% in favor of women and 1.9% in favor of men. So just looking at the numbers in Iceland a few years back, of course, we don't have a benchmark for these actual numbers, but this tells me that the equal pay certificate is working, and we are more and more companies are closing their gender pay gaps. So a very good thing.
Do you know or is there the actual pay gap for Iceland? Do you have the average for that? Has that changed over time as well? I mean, usually they don't sort of take that up so often, but.
Yeah, Statistics Iceland just this September did a report on the status, and that is going down also. So the adjusted pay gap is now 4.1% in Iceland, of course, it is adjusted for industry, it is adjusted for jobs and education. And we are now in 12.6% in the unadjusted one. So that is going down also. But I think it's gone down from close to in 2016 it was 16.1%. So now in 2020 the unadjusted one, and in 2020 it is down to 12.6. So that is tremendous results in just 4 years, 3.5 on the unadjusted one.
Knowing that we are taking Iceland plus some other things that are around sort of as best practice example for other countries and for legislation, looking at the EU directive and everything, that makes me feel really good, because I mean, I know it's not something that happens overnight, but if you can really see this this curve going against zero now without many other different things happening, well, everything changes. You can see that it works when a company starts to sort of really think about having to do something about the pay gap, and then they have the legislation, and then they actually manage. And you see the connection between the adjusted and the unadjusted. You start with one and the other one will go down as well. So what else is there? No, it was my question. What else is there? So.
What is else is there is the income difference between men and women is also going down. So in 2020, income difference was 33%. We are down to, in 2020, below 24%.
And so that's Iceland as a whole. That's the top.
Yeah. This is the Iceland as a whole. The statistic Iceland numbers. So that's good. So that's good, because then we are slowly seeing change towards more equality in the income. So and that has an effect on pensions and all the things. So we're seeing good results, and we are getting there slow, but it's going in the right direction.
Absolutely. I think it's good to keep Iceland as a favorite best practice. As it's mine anyway, so that doesn't change. But I think it's becoming the best practice example for more and more, and that's good. So thinking about that, maybe like as a last little idea for the guests, if you would say that, what would you sort of give out as a little trick, as a clue, as an advice to companies that are not in Iceland to sort of start off with? What would be step one?
Well, step one is measure, and we always start with the data, and then there we usually confront the first hindrance. So people say, well, we don't have data on this, we don't have data on this. And then I'll say, well, okay, start with what you have and start measuring. And when you get the results after you have measured, you kind of get an idea what you need next in terms of data and what you need next in terms of actions. So if you delay the process of measuring because you don't have 100% all the data you would like to have, that can take a long time before you then actually do something, but start.
Yeah, that's a good one. Absolutely. I already have exactly one company in mind that we just get this information again and again. It's something that we can't repeat often enough. And that means we have to start measuring, start doing something, make the first step. Our time is over already. 8 minutes go away very fast, Vidir. So I thank you a lot, and maybe I see you on another time on another little coffee chat. Have a great day. Goodbye, everyone.
Have a great day. Thank you.